a plant that looks like it's straight out of a children's storybook, Jack and the Beanstalk, but it's not actually called that. It is called the Woolly Morning Glory. And I wanted to show you this vine because it's one that gets a lot of attention here at the Botanic Gardens at OSU. It is a tropical, and it's probably a good thing it's a tropical because you can see how monstrous it gets by the end of the season. Now, we actually just planted 2 small 4-inch pots in this container earlier in the spring after we're past any frost. So after April 15th, we planted 2 small pots, and you can see how big it's gotten by the end of the season. Now, the reason why you really grow Woolly Morning Glory is because of this foliage. It's just beautiful foliage. You can see, actually, this is kind of one of the smaller leaves, but how big these leaves will actually get. They just have a nice kind of emerald green color to them. But what's really nice is the underneath has this silvery sheen to it. So when the wind is really blowing, the leaves are sort of dancing and you see some of that silver underneath kind of fleck around and stuff like that. And so the other thing too is you'll notice that it is a vine. It doesn't have tendrils like you would necessarily see where it kind of sends these little vines out, but just the ends of them, if I can find one here, the ends of them will twine around and they'll even twine back up on themselves. So they are pretty kind of woody actually. So when we have to clean this vine off at the end of the season, we have to go in here with loppers and actually cut it out of our trellis just because it is such a sort of a woody texture to it. But that gives it strength to sort of really support it. Now you do want to actually give it something to climb on, but it will grow up to like 20 feet. So you can really take it up to help cover and camouflage anything temporarily for the season. Now again, this is called Woolly Morning Glory, which may make you think it's going to flower, and it does. But really, again, we're growing it for the foliage because the flowers don't come on until late in the season. And in fact, if you see right up here, we've got some buds that are just starting to form here as we head into fall. And so this is sort of a showy kind of calyx, but inside we've got the flower buds that are in there. And so when it does bloom, it will be kind of a purple color to it. Again, your traditional morning glory purple flower. So depending on when winter decides to show up or that first frost, we may not actually get the flowers in it at all. So again, we're growing it for the foliage, but the flowers is just a bonus. So again, this is Woolly Morning Glory and a great tropical plant to grow in your garden. We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.